Hello, Aries. How are you doing today? For those who don't know me, I am Patti, and I'm an empath that is doing your intuitive tarot. I also do intuitive coaching, life coaching, health coaching, and yeah. So let's get started. This is for the week of November 16th through the 22nd. I had to think a minute. Where are we at? So this is for the 16th through the 22nd. And then also, too, just one little quick announcement. If you look down below, you'll see that I am doing 2 lives. One is on the paranormal encounters, empaths, on how to not be so fearful of your abilities of maybe seeing, hearing, and all that kind of stuff, but also stories of the paranormals. People always want to hear my stories about all my paranormal activity. And then the second one is about the new moon. Oh, there are already 3. That one was first. So the new moon and energies for the last part of November. So we'll go into that. So one's at let's see, the paranormal's at 11, and the other one's at 3. So bring a friend, share, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and they'll notify you when it's on. So we have our first card out. It is commitment. So it is also the number 9. So this commitment, I hate when they show little hearts and stuff because it doesn't necessarily mean that there is going to be love, but it could be. There could be love in the sight for you. There should be love of anything every day for you, to be all in honesty. But 9 is intense. So this commitment could be a marriage proposal. It could be a commitment to another level. Could be, that kind of a thing. So we'll find out in the cards. Now we got the goblins, which is the shadow work. So that has to do with shadow work, sort of the darker side our negative side, our lower vibrations, what keeps us down, why we think negative, why we keep ourselves low self-esteem, low self-energy, that kind of thing. And it's very unstable. That's why it's the number 5. So that's something that needs to possibly be worked on sometime in that week. And then we have the dragon's lair, which is the number 10. The number 10 or 1, so something ending, something beginning. This is a sort of a warning card kind of thing to be careful who you let in your circle. That is like, what energies are you letting in your circle? What energies are you keeping company with, put it that way. So we want to be mindful of that, which would make sense, because if we're working on a commitment of love or anything like that, these 2 energies will be downers, and people don't like to hang around downers. So you want to be able to be really mindful in what energies you are putting around you, especially if you're going to make a commitment with somebody, bring somebody else into your circle. Now that's not for everybody, so let's see, because there's a lot of energies that come up in an intuitive reading. Yeah, exactly. And so, but for this commitment one, if you, what I'm hearing is that if you are in your singleness right now, make sure that you have your singleness finished before you bring another person in. What I mean by that is make sure that you feel good about your life in general. Nobody's ever going to complete you. Nobody's ever going to fill you in. Nobody's ever going to, if another person's there for actually to enhance your life. It's a coming together of 2 separate people, but it's just to help and support and enhance each other and be each other's best friends and support. So if you're not at that point, then it's time to probably, that's why the goblins came up next, is to do some shadow work to get rid of that. Even if it's one little negative thing, it's time to get rid of that. So there's that. So the first card out was the 8 of Swords. So on the 8 of Swords, that is more of a, like, you're hopeless, you're caught, you can't figure out how to get out of a situation. It also is sort of a victim mentality. Even though she's tightly bound, she can get out of it in this case, so that she could remove her mask and see. But she's not doing that. And that's why I say it's a victim mentality. So for somebody, they're choosing not to move forward. They like that little comfort place where people feel sorry for them all the time. I don't know who is that for. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is an energy that is coming towards you. But somebody loves the attention that the victim mentality brings them, and they don't want to. They don't want to move. They don't want to. They don't want to create something new for themselves. They don't want to move forward. It's like misery loves company. Thank you. That's all I heard. It's like misery loves company, and that's where that energy is. And then we have a second energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Now this is a different energy that somebody's actually got an offering coming, and it's really great. And that might be this commitment thing. It might just be it. Now, if you go through that little gate door or not, that's up to you. Again, though, you've got to be really, really careful so that the negative, the low vibrations don't come through, because they want to pull you down. As soon as you get something really good, they're going to be right there on your heels. Just nip it. And then we have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords could be also mean travel. It could mean somebody's running away from something. And I have a feeling that these two energies are connected. What I'm feeling about is that I just heard they don't want to do their work. I don't know who that's for. They don't want to do their work. They just want to run from it. They don't want to address it. They don't want to work on it. I don't know what that is for somebody. And I assume that it has to do with the shadow work. But if you don't address it, it doesn't go away. It just stays, and it repeats, and it repeats, and it repeats, and it repeats. So if the choices that you're making and those choices aren't the best of choices, that's going to keep going until you address the root cause of it. Yeah. So we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands coming towards you. The Knight of Wands. Some message is coming towards you. I don't know what that is. Somebody's fearful, though. Definitely fearful. But this Knight of Wands wants to bring some encouragement. I don't know who this is for. We have the Queen. I was going to say Queen of Intuition, but she is. So we have the Queen of Cups. She's all about intuition. All about intuition. And these two definitely go. So somebody is coming into the picture with a message, or is there to help, or to help you in your processing or whatever you're doing there. And that is, they're following their intuition, but are you, is the question. So if you know you should be doing something, then you need to do it, because if you don't, the divine will just keep that feeling coming back again, over and over and over again. So we have the Two of Pentacles. Juggling. Somebody's juggling. Somebody is sort of off balance because of it as well. I don't know who that's for. And the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is about, oh dear. So we've got the victim mentality, or the, likes to stay complacent in the place of low vibrations, low energies, vampire sucker kind of thing. Not vampire, but energy sucker kind of thing. And that energy there. And we have the Two of Pentacles. It's like, okay, they can't get their crap together. And then they wallow in it, in the Four of Cups. So they're like, I really want to get out of this. Their words are not matching up with their actions. I really want to get out of this. You know, woe is me, I'm going to miss all these opportunities, but then they don't want to change. They don't want to move forward. These kind of people drive me nuts. So I don't think this is an energy of you. I think this is an energy coming to you. I don't feel this is your energy. Now, maybe there's some parts of this might be your energy, but I don't think this is you. I think what is you is you're going to follow your intuition. If this person does come to you, you're going to follow your intuition because you're going to sort of feel it and know it right off bat. You're going to like, you know, you're just going to sort of know, you know, and they might even say, well, let's go do something. And you're like, oh, okay. And then you're like, no, I really don't want to go. So we have the Four of Pentacles again, Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Whoa. Yeah, there is a message coming. Again, we have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Something is coming forward with the heart, the message of the heart. We have the 10 of Wands and we have the 7 of Wands. Lots of communication coming your way. There's it's almost like a spiritual battle here. It's like somebody is just fighting themselves. Huge. Huge. They know that they need to change. They know it'll be better, but it's like, if I change now, what will people think? Who cares? Who cares what people think? Because it has to come to an end. It has to come to an end. But somebody's really, and somebody's got a message coming for you, and I think you're going to begin to start shifting your changes, because this commitment here is wanting to happen, whatever this commitment is, but you're your own worst enemy. I don't know what that is. And the only worst enemy is two things. You're letting the wrong people in your circle, and you aren't working on some of your shadow work, which is your negativism, your dark side, your, you know, low vibrations, things like that. You got to be working on meditate, prayer, whatever. If you don't like that, then do music or nature or whatever it is to bring those vibrations up, because you're fighting yourself. I don't know who this is for. And you're trying to do too much at one time. You're trying to do too much at one time. And the reason what happens with that is we need to do so many things because we're lost. We don't want to focus in on the one thing. So we juggle so many things so we don't have to think about what we need to do to better our lives. So I don't know whose energy that's for, but there's like a juggling going on. And here's the thing, we've sort of like you'll hear me give it over and over. I do this in coaching, is because I was taught this at a very young, in my 20s, is that I did so many things. I juggled so many things that she told me, she says, now you go, imagine yourself, you're on a dock and you're fishing and you got all these fishing poles there. And you're down here on this end and you're just waiting for those fish. But then the one way down there jiggles. Boop, boop, boop. So you run as fast as you can to get down there. Pull the pole, gone. Fish is gone. Then you notice down there. Then you're running down there to get that one. Oops, gone. And then down here, oops, gone. He goes, by the time you've missed all your opportunities because you had too many things going on. I'm like, well, yeah. She goes, take all the fishing poles out of the water and put one in and see what happens. So I'll give you that advice, if that's worth anything. But that is your reading for today, guys. Let me see if I can pull out any more. I know it's a short one, but let me see if I can pull anything else. Let me see if I can pull any love cards here, because this is commitment. What I'd like to know is some clarification on this love, to see if this love or this commitment is love. Okay, thank you. Okay, it is. Okay, so there is a love commitment coming. So with this love commitment, it will bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of great things. So, but again, you've got to remember that whatever this love is going to change your life. So for somebody who is single or somebody who is working on their marriage or whatever it is, or getting ready to get married, it's going to change your life completely. Now the tower, the tower is like, oh, everything is a bubble. Yeah, but things are going to change for your life. That's a 180 to go from singlehood to being married, or maybe you're married and you're going to singlehood. That's a huge commitment to yourself, to love yourself. Sometimes we have to do that in the reverse. So for somebody, it might be that way. Doesn't mean that, but there has to mean there is a commitment level there. So there is love coming for someone, and that is going to change your life. That's a good thing, isn't it? So for that. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed your reading this week. Don't forget that there's live readings on Saturday at 11 and 3, the paranormal, and then the readings for the moon and the rest of the month of November. Can you believe it? We're almost at the end of the month of November, Thanksgiving, and then December. I'm like, where is this time going? I want to slow down my age, not get older quicker. Anyway, I hope you like, subscribe, and share. I would love to grow my channel, so that would really help. And I will talk to you next week on the 23rd. Take care, Libra. Hope you guys have a good day.